All right. I don't usually like making rant videos, but hell, here we are. I am going to say this right now. This is the worst festival, worst celebration I think I have seen in DBL ever. This is the worst festival. It's not because Super Saiyan 4 released and like I hate Super Saiyan 4. I like Super Saiyan 4. I like the character. It's it's a bunch of things. We'll go over just like the basic ones first. I mean, let's just go over this. Part 1 drops. We get Gogeta and Janemba. Gogeta is miles better than Janemba. Janemba is lacking stuff in his kit that should have been like 2025, 2026. Units should have this in their kit. We get two supporters, and then we get a really like okay-ish side banner unit, but it's for both banners. So there's already lack of production where we could have had another good side banner unit. So it's just lazy. We fast forward to part 2, and it's Gohan and Hitku. Or Godku and Hit. Gohan is the best unit in the game again. And Hitku gets color countered by him. The character himself is just so utterly garbage that like the whole gimmick of them is supposed to be critical hits and blue card lock-in snipes, which is supposed to like be like kind of like Hit's character, which is cool, but like it just doesn't work because the guy is made of tissue paper. He has nothing in his kit to help him survive except for endurance, which Gohan nullifies. It's just ridiculous. And then, instead of maybe giving him a side banner unit that could have supported him, maybe give him a little extra damage guard, a little extra like defenses. We get 2 supporters in Vegeta, which is just another one of those stop mid combo slop units. And we get we get Belmod. And yeah, the meme came out of it, but like that's literally the only good thing that came out of this guy. Zenkai for Super Vegeta was good. I love that Zenkai. Evo's plat is probably one of the worst plat equipments I've ever seen in my life, dropped for a unit that has been this modern. We went from Zamasu's plat, and I'm not asking for, or I wasn't looking for him to be the best unit in the game. We went from Zamasu's plat, which was top 1. We had Kid Goku's plat, which was really damn good, that put him back into the top 7. And we just fell off a cliff with this plat equip. I don't know what we were thinking with 10 damage guard in a meta where every unit is killing within maybe like 2 or 3 cards. If you get like locked in by Gogeta, you're getting hit by a Gohan blue card. You're getting hit by like Hitku's blue card. Like this meta does not favor 10% damage guard on a unit that's going to have 210 in total with no disrupt in his kit other than the remove cards and no way to like lower arts power except for when you die. Only good thing on that plat was special move damage. And then the incompetency behind this anniversary makes it worse. How are you as a developing team? You are the dev team. How, when you put out the newsletter, do you let Super Baby 2 Zenkai get leaked? How? And you can't make the mistake of the saying of, oh, it's an honest mistake because, people are humans. I understand that, but there's a level of incompetency that happens when you do this. For example, let's rewind 2 years ago to when Ultra UI came out. How did he get revealed? He was in a newsletter. On the front page, Ultra UI's whole art was on that newsletter. That's incompetency. Fast forward to now. Super Baby 2 Zenkai. That's incompetency. Because guess what? He comes back. Then they drop the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner. Then they announce on Twitter that the guy that's going to be at the Legends reveal is going to sing the GT intro. Which, it removes all the hype. Because now we know what we're getting. What other GT unit could they have made an Ultra? We already got Gogeta. We already got Omega. We already got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Unless they're making a Super 17 or a Super Baby 2 Ultra, which isn't likely, then it's obviously going to be Goku. So you remove all hype from this anniversary, from that big Ultra reveal, because we don't know what the unit is. Let's take a look back at Ultra Gogeta Blue. UGB drops, it's hype. Everyone is going crazy because nobody knew anything prior to him releasing. That is what a hype release should do. That is what a part 3 should do. It should be hype. Like, you look at that and you're like, yo, that's sick. Yo, that's dope. Like, I did not expect this. That is what we want. And what they did instead was tease 3 separate times what is going to happen, and we already know what the character was. It's just so incompetent because you're ruining the hype of a character. If we went into this part not knowing what we were going to get, and then we had the guy singing without them announcing it beforehand, it would have been more hype. Because people would have been like, yo, that's Super Saiyan 4. Like, it has to be something from GT. Now we got 3 hints. You gave us one obvious one and 2 other ones. And don't even get me started with his kit. The fact that I think this dev team is tone deaf. You're going to drop a unit with an AoE green card. You're going to drop a unit who's on Sun Family with an AoE green card. His whole gimmick is literally hitting you with 3 cards, getting his Vanish back, and he's just going to stay on the battlefield. Why would you want to swap out if this guy's going to do insane damage and just reset his Vanish gauge? People are going to now be fishing for PVs so they can use the green card, stack 60% damage cut penetration, and just hit you with a blue card that's probably going to one-shot your unit. I will say, though, the restrictions for endurance, extra damage, and damage guard for GT and the sub count, that was good. I like how you have to have at least one more ally. That's the smart thing that they did. Other than that, though, why does this guy cancel your rush? Why does this guy have an anti-cover change? And it's like, man, it's just stupid to me. Because, like, you're gonna drop a Sun Family unit, Ultra, with the AoE green card where we have 2 other prominent Sun Family units with AoE green cards, being Goku and Namegoku and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So, basically what's gonna happen is you're rarely gonna see this guy on a GT setup, because why would you want to run Vegeta over? Like, you can run it, but if you had to give me the option, I'm taking the Gohan and Nameku rather than Nameku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Because you're still going to run into Gohans. And just because he's green doesn't mean he's going to stop it entirely. Remember, that type neutral blue card is going to hit hard as hell. But you're going to give him an extra life with KL Guard. Gohan has an extra life mechanic. He has that revival team protector, basically. So what you can do is swap to Gohan. If they guess your rush, guess what? That rush is blocked. Gohan's not dead. Oh, they lock in Namegoku with their Namegoku and you get the rush off? You guess wrong? Guess what? He's coming into the battlefield. He's blocking it. You're taking away one of the main ways to kill the unit that is going... I don't even know how to explain it. Like, one of the core mechanics of the game, you're taking away to kill a unit, and you're making it basically impossible. Compared to, like, Zamasu, compared to Beast Gohan, they had a gauge for it. They canceled buffs. You had to swap into them. They had to be standing still. They had to do all that. You can counter that by drop comboing. You can counter it by having a unit that has uncancelable cover null. You can have all this stuff that can count. There is counterplay to the gauge. And that's what made it kind of balanced. Yes, it was annoying when you got hit, but You had counterplay options. You can lock the units in with Namek Goku and Rush. You can do that. But now, there is no counterplay. It is a guaranteed, screw you, you're not killing my unit card. So, you have a Team Protector mechanic in a Revive. You have a Rush Protector mechanic with KO Guard and Revival Disrupt. Well, not Revival Disrupt. And Rising Rush Disrupt. And then you have basically protection from ultimates with KO Guard and Gohan. The whole point of this whole team is just to be annoying as possible. They didn't do anything. Say all you want about the 7th anniversary. The good thing that they made about the 7th anniversary was every single part, they made the team that it was tied to meta relevant. Universe Reps, they were the best team in the game when they dropped for part 1. Part 2 drops. Saiyan Saga is the best team in the game. Part 3 drops. Frieza Saga is the best team in the game. And Saiyans. Obviously, because you're going to have Saiyans for those celebrations. But you can choose to run Saiyans. You can choose to run Universe Reps. You can choose to run these other teams. Because it gave you that collective freedom because they had good units for all the tags. This anniversary is just Gogeta drops with Janemba and Gotenks. And Gotenks. Movies is not the best team in the game. It's still Saiyans. Like, yeah, you could run them with 13, but I wouldn't say they're the best team in the game. Part 2 comes around. You drop Gohan and Hitku. Universe Reps doesn't get any buffs. Other than Hitku. They're still not a contending team. You try to help them with an Evo plat, the plat is horrible. You drop Gohan, guess what team becomes the best team in the game? Sun Family and Saiyans. Now you're gonna drop part 3. It's not gonna buff GT. The only reason you would use GT is because they're on featured boost. When that featured boost comes off, you're barely gonna see GT. You're gonna just see Saiyans and Sun Family. And that's the problem with this with this festival. No team that is supposed to be for these tags, they didn't make a push to make it the best tag, best team in the game. They pushed Saiyans. They just threw Saiyans. They threw Fusion Slop at us with Gogeta. I understand we haven't had a Gogeta in 18 months. But did you really have to make them that broken? That annoying? Like, you didn't really have to do that. Then we go on to part 2. Did you have to make Gohan the best unit in the game and give Android Saga no buffs? You didn't push Android Saga. You pushed Sun Family. Oh, but Vegeta Zenkai. If you're running the best Android Saga or Cell Saga would probably be Gohan, Cell, and Super Vegeta. Let's just say. Why would you want to run a melee-based team and then have a heavily blast-based character in Cell? You have to go out of your way to build Cell melee-based or strike-based. You have to go out of your way to make the team work. And it's still not the best team in the game. Because guess what? Gohan's getting ran on hybrids. He's getting ran on Sun Family. He's getting put in the leader slot. Vegeta, he's getting ran on Saiyans. He can get ran with 13. Like, they didn't buff the team. Universe Reps, you got Hitku and an Evo Vegeta plat that is, again, horrible. It's a Shrike-based unit in Hitku where the best Universe Reps team is Shrike-based. The best units on that team are Shrike-based. And you decide to give Evo, the one blast-based unit, very little help with that unique equipment. So now, what's their best team? Hitku, UI, Evo. Wow, they all have endurance. Guess who counters endurance? All these guys are made of tissue paper. What's the point of running a team where it's... The whole team of Universe Reps is now like the whole glass house thing. Don't throw stones if you're living in a glass house. That's literally what it is. They do good damage. Second they get tapped, it's over. You're done. You're getting killed. One-shotted. Anything. And then again, GT drops. What significant changes other than the Super Baby 2 Zenkai? GT's not going to be the best team in the game. What? Red, yellow, green is certainly a good type diversity. It's a good type chart to have on a team. But realistically, unless this Super Baby 2 Zenkai is top 5, maybe even top 3, they're not going to be the best team in the game. Because again, we have so many units that can counter them, such as Gohan, Gogeta. Like, I understand having endurance, having that rush protection is nice, but it's just, I don't know why you would go out of your way to use weaker units when you can use the best team in the game, which is Saiyans, Sun Family. It makes no sense. And that's my problem with this anniversary. It's all just Saiyans. It's all just Sun Family. They didn't put no effort into buffing a team. They didn't put effort in making side banner units. They're getting lazy with the supporter idea. They're punishing punishing older players. Like, this festival will go down as the festival that will forever be the worst. I don't think you can stoop lower than this festival. I thought last year's festival was very mid, because I thought, in my personal opinion, my favorite unit was Daimagoku, the red one, and then Beast was pretty cool when he dropped. But, this is 10 times worse than that festival. Because at least that festival had fun units. They had fun gimmicks. This whole anniversary, their whole gimmick is to be annoying as hell. Let's give these units overpowered, broken kits that are just going to power creep the entire game previously. You can still use the Zamasus. You can use the Zamasus. I'm not saying you can't use them, but look at the gap in where the damage guard that they have is 200. And now look at the units we're getting that are having 240 base kit and then having 40% more conditional. Perfect example is Gohan and this Goku. Goku's has 240 base. When he has a GT ally, he's getting 260. When he has his release gauge turned into sustained damage gauge, it's going to be 280. He's going to be able to eat hits. Then we have Gohan. Gohan starts off at around, I think, 240 if I'm not mistaken, or 250, whatever. Gets more if there's a hybrid Saiyan, and then gets more when he transforms and all that. That's the thing. The power, this whole point of this anniversary was just the power creep and buff Sun Family Saiyans. There's no other way it wasn't. And this is the incompetency that needs to be studied and talked about when people say the downfall of Legends. This festival is going to be pointed at and say, look, this is where the game could also be responsible for its decline. This is where it's responsible for the decline. Because this whole anniversary, I wasn't hyped. There was nothing to be hype about. Oh, we got Gogeta. Oh, yeah, the animations are cool for Gogeta. Don't get me wrong. Same with Janemba. There was no hype. None. Part 2. Oh, we got Gohan. And we got Hiku. Yeah, we got Gohan too. Oh, and guess what? Hiku's significantly worse. Because Gohan just gaps the game. Part 3. Oh, I wonder who the Ultra is going to be. Oh, they leaked Super Baby 2. Oh, the singer is going to be announced. Oh, Vegeta's banner is back. It's so incompetent. I can't stress this enough. I've said it so many times in this video. But it's just so blatantly stupid. So blatantly, it's so incredibly incompetent for you to do this and think this is the great anniversary. The only good things that came out of this festival, not anniversary, the festivals. The only good thing that came out this festival, Vegeta Zenkai, Ultra Goku's Plat. Nothing else. Because, yeah, UI got his Plat. Yay! I forgot to even bring up UI. That's how bad it was. I'm now remembering stuff that I totally forgot. Ultra UI's Plat drops. Oh, but that makes Universe Reps. Nope. Doesn't even make Universe Reps the best team in the game. Because, again, where is UI going to be ran with? Sun Family. He's going to be ran with Saiyans. Why would you waste your time building a Universe Reps team when you could build a Sun Family team, giving them 2 Zenkai buffs, and then putting Gogeta or Gohan in? Why would you waste your time? Why would you waste your time not giving him a free second life mechanic with a really powerful gauge, especially if it's at 8 stars? It is the dumbest. This is the dumbest like the dev team has ever been. The prices in the shop, yeah, really great, giving us 100 more CC for a special value pack for $40. Yeah, thanks, dude. Like, really cool. Like, it's $1 less. There's no more passion behind the game. None of the characters feel like the dev team put passion into them. They just feel like, okay, we're going to rehash mechanics. We're going to pick the mechanics that we think are the most annoying, and we're just going to drop them onto the character. What's so unique? The only new thing we've got this anniversary was, again, the GT Goku anti-cover change, where if you cover change, it'll put the character that you're cover changing with into the battlefield, and he gets hit by a blast. But it's only once. How is that special? That's just annoying. That's a nuisance. What sense does that make? He goes type neutral, so you can't even do it and like, okay, let me get this over with so I can take like 500k damage. No, you go in, you're probably going to take like 2 mil. I hope it's not like that, but that's just how it is. You gave a unit 2 annoying mechanics that disrupt the flow of the game that much. Look what happened when UI had his little like cover change nullification thing. He drew an ultimate and he murdered somebody. It was just easy. I would say that obviously Ultra UIs is 10 times worse, but it still doesn't deny the fact that it should not be a mechanic. And you're just going to give it to this Ultra Goku, who's probably going to have amazing stats, along with his amazing kit. And you're giving this alongside a Rising Rush nullification that we haven't had since TN dropped. I don't know, man. This anniversary is cooked beyond belief. I think that whoever this dev team is, they really do need to just sit down and reevaluate what they're doing. Because I'm telling you right now, this is not the way to go. This is how you lose players. Because guess what? If you're not wailing, if you didn't wail for Gohan, if you don't wail for this Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you're already at a significant disadvantage. If you don't have Namek Goku, you don't have Ultra UI, you don't have Gogeta, you don't have Gohan, you don't have GT Goku, you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, you don't have any of these units, you're done. You can still win, obviously. I'm not saying it's impossible to win, but your chances of winning go significantly lower against somebody who has an IQ above 50. And that's the bottom line. So, again, in conclusion, this is the worst festival of all time. They need to really start to reevaluate what they're doing and never, ever, ever, ever again make an anniversary as bad as this.